So that's the lineup this morning. It's what do you call it? Living lettuce with ginger and water, and then the hot lemon and honey, which is not hot. Anyway, and I got the final layer on this with the garlic bread stuff, and we'll see if that sticks. I was going to try. I'm so tired. I don't even have the camera pointed at me again. I'm having a hard time with that lately. What happened is I moved where I put the camera over, and now I'm having to keep track of it. So anyway, I tried, I don't know what brand this was because I've ripped it up, but I tried using this brand. It was organic nacho chips or tortilla chips. And I tried using this to put a paper mache layer on because I thought, well, the paper side should be fine. And it has a plasticized side on it, the inside, but I thought, well, I could put it on like that. But no, it was not wanting to stick at all. So back to the garlic bread idea. So that's what I did this morning. And then this one is dry. And this is going to be my stem of the watermelon. And I better drink this first before because I don't want to. So I get talking. Unbelievably bad. Oh, so bad. So anyway, I have a bunch of greens. I should show you sometime what the peat bells look like now. I have a bunch of greens ready to go, but I don't know. We'll see what James says. I don't know about eating the stuff because or drinking it because of what happened to my peat bells this past winter. So oh, that's so nice, especially after the greens. I hardly slept. I don't know how much I slept. Not nearly enough. Very tired, but anyway, I'll talk about this first. So this one, the IF project. Now I'll just read the back. In the United States, there are over 6.8 million people in prison, jail, or on probation or parole. That's 1 in every 35 adults. Perhaps even more alarming is that women are the fastest growing segment of the incarcerated population, increasing nearly double the rates of men since 1985. Now, James and I find that interesting, and I should say that's the only thing interesting about this DVD. So you can read the back of the box there. You got all the information you need because it's not worth watching. But anyway, that what's on the box is very interesting, though. James and I have talked about this a lot, and it's that we're losing the feminist movement has been corrupted, and we're actually losing femininity in our population. So that's what's happening. So why there's more, the women are becoming more and more, that's because they're more and more like men. So that's what's happening, is there's more, or what men have traditionally been raised to be, perhaps. Because I know James is a very good person. He certainly would never end up in prison. Anyway, and I mean, there are other issues with that too, right? Because you can look at it from, and a lot of people would, from another perspective. Like there's a lot of like the percentage of say Caucasian versus other it's not equal. So, and in the United States, if you go to prison, you can't vote. So votes are literally being stolen away from people by putting them in prison for ridiculous things. Like, say, marijuana possession charges or something like that, right? And then, anyway. And here's the thing, like in this DVD, the women, or some of the women, are writing letters to their children while they're in prison, and they're like, oh, don't make the same mistakes I did, and da-da-da-da-da. And so there's like, well, should those children really, is it fair to the children to take away their mothers for, I don't know what they did, but is it worth raising children without mothers over? And so then are these children put in, like, do they have loving families to go to, or are they put into foster care where they're going to be perhaps sexually abused or abused in some other way and then grow up to be in prison? So anyway, there's that, but it's not worth watching. Now, there's this one, Replicas, with Keanu Reeves. Now, both James and I really enjoyed that. Neither one of us like Keanu Reeves as an actor, but both of us are excited to see what projects he's a part of. So, for whatever reason, he picks out good vehicles to work with. I always hope it's James. But anyway, I don't think he'll be here for a while because he's tired too. But I was hoping to just get this ready, and then I'm gonna go have a bath and stuff, get ready after this. So I was hoping just to have it ready, so if he comes while I'm in the bath, then he has something to nourish himself with while I'm doing that. But anyway, back to the movie, because that was not James. It was a nice gentleman. He works at the paint store. Anyway, so Keanu Reeves and the Replicas. In this movie, it's kind of like a Frankenstein, James said, crossed with Die Hard, maybe, because he's protecting his family and this and that, right? And it's quite entertaining. I would say it's a lot better than Frankenstein. It's working off the same sort of idea, but awesome. Anyway, just watch it. It's worth watching. So, I'm going to say a few things about my candy. Oh, I'll also talk about this. These chips, Simply 7 lentil chips, and they're actually, I mean, they're non-GMO, but they're not organic. And I wanted to try them out, so I did. I grabbed them. They were free. They were given to me. But anyway, they're healthy-ish. There's natural flavors in there, which that would be MSG. Anyway, they're not good. These chips were not good. They say simply delicious. They're quality ingredients, no preservatives, trans fat free, gluten free, simple ingredients, no artificial colors or flavors, and then simply delicious. But they were not delicious. They weren't even really good. And even though, like, we ate them, they were free and they were something to watch while we were watching Keanu Reeves, and something to eat. Very tired. So, and the calories, not very many, stuff like that. So, but still, I would not recommend them because they weren't good. And if you're going to eat something that's not that good, well, it may as well be lettuce juice or something. Right? So, now I have some candies that like I put a bunch of these spaghetti gums in the big one because it's a big package, and I forgot to put that in. And I put a bunch of things like granola bars and fruit stations things in these in the big one, because basically those things are candy. And I was going to put these packages of gum in the big one, and then I decided, well, like these would have been okay, and I should have put maybe this one and this one in there, because it's light if a kid gets beamed in the head with that. Because I would recommend, if you're gonna let your kid bash open a piñata, safety glasses and a hard hat. I mean, seriously. Anyway, but this one might have been okay, but I worry about these pokey edges too. And certainly this one, very they're a little bit on the heavy side and the sharp edges, so I don't know. So I didn't put that in. I would have put these ones in, because I don't think that could possibly hurt it. And I forgot to put these Nerds things in, and looking at this hole, I don't think they're gonna go. So that one's not gonna go. And we'll see. I saved back a bunch of these lollipops. I don't know if they'll fit. Oh yeah, good, because I have a bunch of these. And oh, this'll fit. This fruit to go. That's going in there. Popeye gum, which is hilarious, that they marketed artificial cigarettes to children, and that Popeye, I guess he smokes a corncob pipe, but I don't know. That fits. So I'll put all these things that fit in there. And then I have a bunch of other things too. Because over the years, these candies have been given to me, and I've thought, oh, I'm going to make an art project with them, and I didn't know what. And then recently I was watching Tyrell, I think it was called, and they had a piñata in there, and I thought, oh, I used to love making piñatas. And so I thought, well, I'm going to make a piñata. And then I just went on a piñata thing, and I'm making lots of piñatas. I have lots of candy. I've been collecting it over the years, and it's a great idea. Like, say, right now, they're doing food for fines at the library, and I noticed big bags of sugar and stuff, and which is whatever. But so I think a lot of the time, what people do when they donate to the food bank is they clean out they're wanting to do a detox or something, go healthier, so they clean out all of the non-food and donate to the food bank, which, whatever. A lot of people love that stuff, and a lot of the time for the pick 3 we get things like this, right? And so over the years, I've been collecting stuff to make art projects with, and because I'll make art out of whatever. And I have a lot of projects in mind, but these things, I just got these the other day, and I don't know what I'd do with them anyway. I just got them for the piñata. So anyway, but there's lots of things that'll fit, even in a really, like, this isn't that big a hole, but yep. Let's see. Yep. I don't think the Wonder Bar will fit, but let's see. Yeah. So, lots of things. I have some Hubba Bubba in here. Oh, and that Smarties box isn't going to fit. But yeah. Anyway. So, I'm going to keep stuff in this piñata. Lollipops and this and that. And at some point I'm going to decorate. But I'm going to decorate them all together. All my watermelons together. So that's that. We'll see how this works. And if you have one of these organic tortilla chips bag, doesn't work for that. I should have just used it for a bag, clean up dog poop in the yard or something, because it didn't work was not sticking at all. This one's not sticking great, but I think it'll stick. We'll see. If it doesn't, I don't care. It's a learning experience. Anyway.